Hello, I'm back in Perth, and I know what you're thinking. Where did you go? We didn't even know you left. Why do you keep leaving? I feel like every time I freaking start a vlog, it's of me saying, hey, I'm back. But yeah, I just went to Singapore for like a really short trip. It was short but productive. I did not vlog, so there will be no travel vlog coming up. It's not really a travel holiday trip. I mainly went, like, I would say for work. I went to go see my clients, did a couple of networking things, but mainly like saw my family, had fun, and just reconnected with a lot of like my little fit fam in Singapore who I know are watching, and I just had such a great time with everyone. I'm glad I was able to be fully present and not vlog, I guess. But if you guys would like to see more of that kind of content, like, let me know, because I think maybe I will be making a conscious effort to be going back to Singapore more often. I'm going to make it a new goal of mine to build NICOLETAN Team Singapore, get more and more clients there, and like connect with more and more fitness people there. Maybe do some collab videos. Like, I want to do more, and I want to do more in Singapore, and I'm hoping I can kind of go in that direction a little bit. And so if I do, I will be going back a little bit more often. But now I'm back and I am ready to begin my mini cut. Not that I gained any weight at all in Singapore. My weight has been like pretty steady in the 51 zone, but 51 is still in an all-time high range for me, and I've been here for a while, and I think it's time to stop being so chunky. It's time for me to lean down a little bit. I've been through my building phase already. We did a bit of a holding after that, and I had fun in Singapore. I did train. We had good training sessions, not as consistently. Did not track my food, although I did try to hit protein. So now I'm ready to be back on a routine and back just refocusing on like my goals again. And I think I'm gonna start it with a mini cut, and I'll probably run this mini cut for about like 6 weeks. So I started yesterday-ish, and in true NICOLETAN fashion, nothing happened. Did not lose a single gram of weight. And that's just how it is. My body is just like that. Like, you know, I go on holiday, I don't gain any weight, and then I come back and I just, you know, I try to lose weight for one day and it doesn't happen. And sometimes it's just like that. But today we're at the gym. I'm going to be training back today. I'm going to try and film a little bit, and then I'm going to be doing some cardio as well. So I'm going to be reintroducing cardio into my life. I think I'll try to do cardio at least twice a week. Maybe more, we'll see. So at least twice a week of cardio, and I'm also going to actually focus on my steps because my steps have been insanely low. So I'm going to be trying to hit about 6 to 7k steps a day, which does not seem like a lot, but generally sometimes I'm only at 4k, and I'm so embarrassed to say, but like I only hit 4k a day when I'm here. When I was in Singapore, I definitely like it was closer to 10k a day. I was walking around and stuff like that, so that was really good. And like, I want to keep up with my steps, so I will be doing some steps, cardio training today. I'm done but I didn't actually end up doing cardio. I forgot I had a Zoom meeting at 12, so I decided to do steps instead. So I was doing my steps whilst on my Zoom meeting, and I managed to pump out a lot of steps today. Let's check how much I did. Yep, so I'm at 6,997 steps today. So step goal ticked. I was, basically walking for like 40 minutes. So I got a good amount of steps in today, and now I'm gonna go home for my post-workout meal. I got a good back session. It was short. I'm still just getting my body back into the groove of things this week, just taking it easy, and then next week I'm gonna ramp it up a little bit more. But I'm still like super sore from training the last couple of days since being back, and then just flying and just all the things that are involved with what happens after you finish traveling. So body's a little bit beat up, but taking it easy. Still felt good. Contractions were good. So we're gonna keep troopering along with it this week. This is my post-workout meal. I have some brown rice, just packet rice, because yesterday I didn't have any rice cooked up. So I did instant microwave rice, and there was leftover. So I'm just finishing that up, but I will cook fresh rice for the next couple of days. And then I have 2 of these sauteed chicken kebab sticks. And this chili sauce is the best chili sauce in the world. I got it from Singapore, from this restaurant called Phu Tien. And yeah, to be honest, in the off season, I don't really track the calories from it. It's not a lot at all, but it's so delicious. It is day 3 of my mini cut, and I have lost a whopping 100 grams, but it's to be expected. It is what it is, and it's not going up, so that is a win, although it's been hard for my weight to go up lately anyway. So I would take the 100 grams win for today. And today I went to Pilates. I was actually on the waiting list, so I just put my name down because it was really, really hard to get into reformer Pilates sessions. It's been something that I tried once and I enjoyed, and I really, really want to do more, especially for my bulging disc situation. I think it's going to help a lot for me to kind of deal with that, but also it's just kind of fun, and it works out like different muscles and stability muscles and flexibility and things like that that I don't usually work on with regular weight training. So today I gave myself 2 options. I was either gonna have a rest day if I didn't get into the Pilates class, but just half an hour before the Pilates class began, they sent me a message to say that I actually got in. So I went over there, did the session, and I just feel so good. It's such a different kind of training than weight training because it's not overly hard during the session. There is moments that are actually quite hard, don't get me wrong, but you come out of the session feeling good and refreshed and energized, whereas when I weight train, I go so hard that after the session, I feel absolutely demolished, destroyed. I feel just my body is broken, and that's how I feel after my weight training sessions because I just go that hard. After the Pilates, I decided to do about like 10 minutes on the cross trainer just to kind of burn a little bit more calories, not too much because it is a rest day still today, and I want to let my body rest from the last couple of days of hitting the gym, and then for me to be able to go hard again tomorrow. So that's what we did on day 3 of the deficit, and now it's time for my 3rd meal of the day, and I'm really lazy and can't be bothered, so I'm going to show you what I like to eat when I'm really lazy and can't be bothered. So it's going to be 4 simple ingredients. We're going to use this Chobani Greek yogurt, which will give me a whopping 14 grams of protein, and I need my protein, so we've got 14 grams of protein from the Chobani, and then I'm going to do a whole scoop of my ISO ripped protein powder as well, which will give me a whole 26 grams of protein. So super high protein meal already with this. And then I'm gonna add some organic blueberries for my carbs, antioxidants, all that good stuff that comes with the blueberries, fiber as well. And then something new that I've been adding into my, I guess, food list is chia seeds. This will give me some fiber, a little bit of fat, and a little bit of protein as well. So I'm literally just gonna chuck all this into a bowl, mix that shit up, and there we go. Meal number 3 is sorted. now Monday and I have been dieting for I think like 5 or 6 days, something like that. I've lost a good amount of weight considering my very stubborn body, but I'm not happy with how I'm looking. I feel like I'm looking a little bit skinny fat. I'm in that phase where I'm losing mainly glycogen, which is normal, before my body can really tap into the fat stores and start burning a little bit more of that. So right now my muscles are like a little bit flat and I haven't yet lost enough fat to offset the loss of glycogen. So in general, body is looking a little bit skinny fat, for lack of a better term. But the diet in general has been going really well. There was Father's Day this weekend, so we had to go have Father's Day with Jeremy's dad. We'll have Father's Day with my dad next weekend because he's busy. He's like away. But anyway, so they wanted to have fish and chips, and of course that is no way fitting into my diet, so that's all good. I packed my own food, and yeah, they had fish and chips. And like when I went to like the fish and chip shops, it was just the oil, the air was so oily. I like felt kind of sick, honestly, when we were waiting for the fish and chips to get it picked up. But then when we went to their house and we like opened it, it started to smell really, really nice. And I obviously didn't have any, but I was like, you know what? I don't know how these things happen. It's like one of those things where you kind of feel like you crave and want to have it. It like kind of seems yummy, but also really gross at the same time. When you've been dieting or like been really eating clean for a long time, sometimes like you see certain foods that like you used to like and it kind of turns you off, but there's just something about it that it just kind of like, and I get this is why people find it so hard to stay away from it, is because even though I just found it really disgusting when I went to the place where it was made because the air was filled with oil, when we brought it home and opened it, it was just still so inviting. So this is the dangers of food like that. It's just so, it can really just like reel you in. You just gotta be strong, you know. And I was there with my chicken and rice and I was like, oh, that looks really good. I really want to eat that. Even though it's not something that I even like eating. Like I don't like eating fried stuff, but just in that moment, I guess because I was a little bit hungry, it just looked really good. So it was just something I was just kind of like reflecting on. But anyways, I ate my own food and then I felt like I didn't want it anymore. So once I was eating my own food and smelling the oiliness of the fish and chips, like it didn't bother me anymore, and I just didn't really want it and got back to feeling kind of disgusted with it as well. So yeah, anyways, I don't know why I told you guys that. I just wanted to say, if you're like a fried food lover, I understand. It's not your fault. It's just the way and the chemicals and the seed oils they put into it, it's all made to lure you in. I can see the allure. I understand why people love it. I understand why people may be like tempted to have it. But I promise you, bring your own food, eat your own food. Once you're full, like you'll kind of get over it. It's really not a big deal at all. It was not difficult for me at all. I'm not like super lean yet, so my hunger levels are not crazy. They're definitely coming back, going to bed a little bit hungrier, waking up a little bit hungrier. Like waking up has been a little bit more challenging because I just want to sleep in, but my stomach wakes me up because I'm hungry, and I haven't felt this feeling for quite some time, so it's really nice to feel that come back. Even though hunger may not be a comfortable feeling, it's a good sign that your metabolism is working well. So overall, I'm really happy with how the beginning of my mini cut has gone. It is quite aggressive in terms of like the drop on the scale, but it's just like I've been this heavy for so long. It's a lot of water, a lot of glycogen stored in my muscles and things like that. So yeah, probably dropping a lot of water weight from eating much less carbs than I did. I did go quite aggressive because I don't plan to cut for a long time. I will be going away soon again. I'm going to Cairns, which is North Queensland, in October. So I have like about 6 weeks or so. I also have my friend's wedding coming up, which obviously I'm going to eat and drink at. So till then, I'm going to be very good and strict with myself. I may eat out maybe next week with my dad for Father's Day, of course. We're probably gonna go get Italian food in a nice restaurant. So I'm okay with that. Higher quality foods, I can't have fried food or fast food. I can't do that. So anyways, I'm gonna go train legs today, so I might film a little bit, and then we'll probably wrap this vlog up after that. great session, but it's now 1:24. I spent a little bit way too long. I saw my friend at the gym and we were chatting for ages before I even started my workout, which my fault, his fault, I don't know. I guess we both just like to yap, so we were just yapping away, and then this workout took longer than usual, but it was a great workout, pushed really, really hard. Story time, I was doing a single leg press, and then this older guy, he was old, but he was really strong. He was pressing 5 plates aside or some shit like that. And obviously I was pushing really hard. So I was grinding that last rep up and almost looked like I didn't make it, but I was totally fine. It's just exactly how I normally train. I know what I'm doing, okay? And then he proceeds to come over to me and he's like, oh, I just wanted to let you know that I have a friend in Melbourne. I'm like, I don't, why does it have to be a friend in Melbourne? But anyways, I have a friend in Melbourne that did this exercise and then he had a slip disc. So just wanted to let you know to be careful and not go too heavy, yada, yada. So I was like, oh, thank you, all that kind of stuff. And in my head, I was like, if only you knew this was already really extremely light for me. Literally, it was 10 plates each side. 10 kilos each side, which is way lighter than what I can do for a double leg. And this is the reason why I do single leg stuff, because it's less load on me and my spine and my body. So it makes sense for me to do more single leg stuff, because then I don't use as heavy of a weight as I would with a double leg situation. So anyways, it was already really, really light, and it was a very lightweight for me. The reason why I was struggling so much is because I went extra deep using that range of motion to make it really, really difficult. So yeah, that was why I was struggling so much, but that weight was light for my body. It was just killing my quads, you know what I mean? So that was perfect. And I'm and also I already have a bulging disc at my young age of 25. So yeah, if only he knew I already had all these problems, and that was already really light for me. But anyways, that was just something very interesting that happened today. And yeah, after that I went to pick up some groceries, so I'm going to show you guys what I got. Nothing crazy, it was just a really quick shop. So I went to get some sweet potatoes because I've just been obsessed with sweet potatoes lately, and literally all I do, I wash them, I stab them with a fork, and I chuck them in the air fryer. Just really simple. And then also I'm gonna try this new seasoning that I got with my lean beef mince. This is the one I get. It is the Heart Smart version from Woolies, and it's 5% fat only. So that's the leanest mince that you can get. I also recently discovered these. It's not something I would ever have in prep. I consider this a little bit more on the dirtier, fun food kind of side, but I am also cooking for Jeremy, so I can't make all the meals super boring. So anyways, this is the new thing that I've discovered. It's just these low-fat oven-baked chicken breast schnitzels, and I just put them in the air fryer, and it's so good. For one piece, there is 28.9 grams of protein, so a lot of protein, and only 4.6 grams of fat. There is, however, 26.8 grams of carbs, but I'm a carb queen, so it's totally fine. I can totally handle the carbs. I just need it to be low fat, so this works really, really well. And then I also have these chicken kebab sticks because I'm really lazy again. So yeah, I just get 2 packets, and then I just chuck them for 20 minutes in the oven, and they're done. So I'm gonna be prepping a couple of stuff up today, and then I should be good to go for the week. My quads are so sore from yesterday, which is good. It meant I went hard, and today I really, really need a rest day, a real rest day. Although I did do steps by the beach this morning. The weather was beautiful. Spring is here. It's still a little bit cold, but it's nice and sunny, and it's really bringing the vibes. So did my coastal walk with my friends this morning, got a coffee, and the day is off to an amazing start. Though I'm really tired because I woke up at 6:10 to go on my walk. We usually meet at 6:45, and the sun was already up. So I did a walk, and I didn't wear my watch because I knew usually on my walk days I will clock easily about 10K that day. So steps ticked and done for today. But apart from that, no training, because the last supposed rest day I went to do Pilates, and so I actually haven't had a full rest day. So today my body really needs it, a full rest day, and then tomorrow I will be training delts with Tung. I've been training solo for this whole week, and so yeah, gonna train with Tung tomorrow, and then I also have plans to train with my other friend. We're gonna do glutes and hamstrings, but like the following week. So I've been really loving training with people lately. I used to always be such a solo trainer. Like my whole bodybuilding career is just all lone wolf vibes. Like, especially when I was coaching myself, I had no coach, no teammates. I was always just like alone. And even with the last prep, it was just me and Jeremy, which is pretty much still me alone, because it's not like, you know, he had other pro go athletes and we can sort of be a team or travel with anyone together when I compete and just whatever. Like, I am thankfully quite familiar with the people that I compete with. We're either like Instagram friends or everyone's really nice backstage. I always have a great time. But yeah, the prep itself is usually pretty lonely, although like I said, last prep I did allow a lot of people into my prep, and I think like it's been nice. So I'm going to continue with that, training with people and whatnot, which has been really fun. And like I said, when I was in Singapore, trained with my client Alicia and also Gloria, so that was really fun and I enjoyed it. So yeah, this is the end of this week in my diet life, or week 1 of my cut. Let's just call today's video week 1 in my cut. It's going well. No change in weight from yesterday till today. But I feel like I would see a drop tomorrow, especially if I like sleep in a little bit more, because today obviously I woke up much earlier than I normally would. I've been sleeping until 9 a.m. So 6 is like a good 2 hours before. So I think I would have dropped a little bit more weight. I just didn't see it on the scale because I wake up a little bit earlier, I think, maybe. So yeah, but I'm happy with how things are going. Week 1 of cut is done, and I probably will go for another 4 more weeks of cutting. So I will keep you guys updated and catch you guys in the next one.